everyone. Happy Wednesday night and welcome to our weekly Facebook Live. I am excited to be with you. So today is Wednesday, August 13th. Can you believe it? 2 more days and we're in the middle of August. So crazy. If you're watching live, you're going to see the red live button. You might have seen me join a few minutes ago, but I had some weird, something going on with some weird comments and I just didn't feel comfortable. So I ended it and hopefully we are good to go now. If you are here, say hi. Please let me know where you're watching. Maybe you found me while you're scrolling. Maybe you found me on my blog or on my videos. So welcome to the Stamp with Ann community. I am excited. I hope you've had a great day. Finally, the heat has broke here in Southwest Ontario. It's been very hot with humidity of high of 40. And today it actually feels like, I think it's like 24, 25. And I think it's supposed to go down to 13 tonight, which will feel like freezing compared to what we've had. So yeah, so if you're here, say hi. I'm gonna watch the comments on my devices to make sure that everything looks great. I hope you've had a great day. I sat outside this afternoon. I had my friend Katie over here. We craft and all was good. We raided the candy bar. So I've got some yummies in here, just a little mixture of chocolate to use. And yeah, so if you're here, say hi. It's like you're sitting in my craft room and we're creating together. I hope you've had a great day. I'm kind of thrown off. Just give me a little minute to catch my, yeah, it was just, oh. Anyways, so this week I have picked the Weekend Adventure stamp set to go live and show you a variety of projects. On Monday, we created a scrapbook page. Yesterday, we created a card. And tonight, we're going to create a card. When I sat down to create my cards, I kind of went more of a masculine trend. And just the fact that I was really trying to see what was, hold on here. I'm trying to think. I was trying to do masculine cards, so that's what I was trying to see. And just watching it's just something's weird's going on. So just give me a minute. I want to make sure that everything is okay with my video. All right, so as I said, I wanted to showcase this. So we're showcasing a masculine cards, but tonight I'm going to show you a little different spin on it because I wanted to show you different ways you could use the stamp set, and I think that is a great way to do it. It is a great one. So this is one that I would definitely keep in my stash, and I think it's fun because I have been starting to really look different at the greetings more than the images to see what there is. But before we get started, I wanted to share with you, look what arrived in my box this afternoon. I had an order. I placed a small order to get the catalog. So after I go do my video and walk, I will be enjoying this while I watch TV. I wish I could show you the inside, but as per Stampin' Up policy, I cannot. But if you are here in Canada and would love a catalog, please message me and I will pop one in the mail for you. My catalogs are on order and they should be here beginning of next week, hopefully. And once they're ready, I'll package them up and pop them in the mail. So you'll have them before the beginning of September. Fingers crossed, because we know how right now the mail system is. So let me flip my camera and show you what we've got going on. So you are going to see my front blinds, and then you're going to come up. So, okay, let me just see here. All right. So if you are here and can let me know how everything looks, just give me a thumbs up or a heart. That way I know I can see everything. So I think everything looks great. Okay, let me go ahead and share this video to my group. I know this time of year is very busy. I've seen a lot of people traveling. I don't know how many. I've seen so many people travel out east. And I've seen so many people travel out west. I just think it's a busy time. People are camping and doing lots of things. So if you're watching on the replay, shout out to my replay warriors. I really appreciate it. Okay, so this week, as I said, I'm showcasing the Weekend Adventure, which is a photo Palmer stamp set. And I liked it because it went with one of the, I was kind of looking through and thinking this is a great time because I feel like a lot of people are camping right now and taking trips, which I like. The adventure starts here. Things to do and places to see. Take the scenic route. Love this place. Those are great for travel. But I feel like you can also use these for graduation, retirement, You could use the mug just for like, maybe I'm going to show you a card I did last night with it. Like, hey, meet your bestie at a coffee shop and have some coffee and like maybe a treat. You got these flowers. I'm going to show you how to use those tonight. And there's a little different other little fun little stamps that I feel like is a great one. So that is that. With this product line, and I'll show you where you can find that in the catalog in a minute, this is the Weekend Adventure Designer Series paper. And I love it. It has like these ones I think would be really great for Halloween in the fall. Like imagine a leaf cut out in that. I think it'll be beautiful. Interesting with this paper, when you look at it, it looks black, but when you also look at it, it looks early espresso. So those are one pattern. This is the other. You got your trees and little acorns, and you got your little camping symbols, and then like a blue sky. You get 4 each of 3 patterns, so you get 12 sheets of this, and it's 12 by 12. You also get this beautiful sticker sheet. So this is a great one. I was working on my page from Monday night. I actually put pictures on it. So this one's a good. You could use these for cards. You could use these for scrapbooks. You could use these for tags. There's lots you could do with this set. So they're just like die cut stickers, and they're pretty thick. So it's a really nice quality. So this comes with a Weekend Adventure Designer Series paper and sticker sheet. So I just want to make sure you look for that. All right, let me show you where you can find these in our annual catalog. So on page 72 and 73, you will find the Weekend Adventure coordinating products. So this is a scrapbook page that we made on Monday night. You have the Weekend Adventure stamp set, and you have the 2-tone cardstock, and then there's that DSP and sticker sheet that I just showed you. That all coordinates with a scrapbooking workshop kit. And just think as workshop as they means you have multiple kits. So let me just try to find them here. I think they're in here. Scrapbooking, Quick and Easy. No, that's not it. Where are they? Scrapbooking workshop kits are there. Okay, so it actually goes with this one right here called Weekend Adventure. So this is the kit. This is a great kit if you're someone who is learning how to scrapbook or wanting to dive into the world of scrapbooking. This is really nice. But then they have these coordinating products to just take your scrapbooking to the next level. So that is really, really nice. Okay, so let's put that away. So here is our product of the week. I like to show you that. So here it is. So right there is the stamp set. This is for Canadian market. There's the number and the price, and then there's your Weekend Adventure Designer Series sticker sheet, price, and so you get 2 of them for 23 bucks. And then this is where you can order. Also, you can go to my blog and click shop now, and you can order that way. Also wanted to show you that if you place an order this week between Monday, August 11th and Sunday, August 17th, you will get the cards to make these 4 cards. This one was a video last night. This is our video tonight. These 2 are just samples, but they're pretty easy and easy to put together. So anything over 50 before shipping and taxes and rewards taken off will get you this kit, and I can mail to anybody here in Canada. All right, so tonight we are showcasing a card. I'm going to make this card with you featuring the Weekend Adventure stamp set. But this is the sketch that we are using. I have one of my team members posts this every Monday. She posts like a sketch challenge for us. So I saw this sketch and I was like, you know what? I think I want to make this sketch. It looks like a pretty cool sketch. So I kind of took a little different spin on it, but that's what sketch templates are for. They're meant for you to be as a starting base, but then it's also good for you to build up your card and looked at it. So when I saw this, I looked at, there's my card base, there's a layer, that's a layer, this is a layer, some twine, and then like another one in your sentiment. So, and then you have your embellishments. So let me show you how our card tonight, and then we're going to build it together. And I also have a few other samples to share with you. So the card that I made last night, and then some other ones. When I was creating on Sunday, my desk was a mess. And I had all these little scraps, and I was looking, I'm like, those scraps are too good to waste. So I decided to make cards showcasing different ways to use scraps. So that's what we're going to do. All right, so let me show the card that we are making tonight. It's right here. So as you can see, I kind of just built from that sketch. Let's just fill this in, then I'll pull the sketch away. I have my card base. I have this layer here. Well, I kind of did a layer behind it. Then I put my pattern, my my cardstock on top. And then I kind of did this here, and then I brought in my focals and that. So we are making a happy birthday card. And I thought this would be a great card because when I looked at the mug and I saw the flowers, I thought I would see this in like a farmhouse, like home decor. And I thought, what a great little card to give to somebody. So this is what we're going to create tonight. So let's move this out of the way and we'll use this as our sketch to go with. Okay, so our base is Early Espresso. So we're gonna fold that. And my bases, I like the bases that are 5.5 by 8.5. I just like that style more than the 4 1/4 by 11. So 5.5 by 8.5, sort of 4 1/4. I have this piece of cardstock. This is our two-tone cardstock. This is how you're going to get our 12 by 12 paper right now. Our two-tone cardstock is lovely. You can rip it, you can tear it, you can crumple it, you can sand it. There's so much you're gonna do. I'm gonna show you 2 ways tonight. So nice and smooth, one side is light, one side is, so this is dark, this is light, and let's just crumple it. I know I can hear you guys all going, what are you doing it? Why are you crumpling it? Oh my gosh, so crazy. I know. I'm doing it. All right, so we're just going to pop it open like this. And as you can see, you've got some like crinkling, and then take it again and really just give that paper some different crumbles. All right, so there, I've done that. And now what I'm gonna do is I am going to take some sanding paper, and I'm just going to, I just went into our garage and got some sanding paper from there, and we're just going to like edge it. So as you see, as you sand, the crumbling part gets that white core. So our two-tone cardstock has a white core in it, which I said, like for you, is said to you, it is meant for shading, embossing, tearing, and all that. My favorite way to do it is emboss it and sand it. I think that's a really nice look. And especially with some of the folders out there, they're so nice. Okay, let's just go like this. And we're gonna put this card together. And we're just gonna put that card down there like that. Now we are going to cover it up, but you will see why. I find with sometimes when you crumple that and like squish it and crumple it and sand it, sometimes you got to really put that adhesive on the corner. All right, I have this piece, and I'm just going to move these 2 out of the way for a minute. And what we're going to do is we're just going to bring in some paper, and I am using our black Stampin' Up marker. This is the old style, and this is the new style. So the new style has more. Oh no, that's an old style one too. I have so many in my bed drawer here. Let me find you one. Where are they? Maybe this is it. Oh, so this is the new style. It has more of a nub, which is like great for journaling and things like that. So I have one of the older styles, and I just keep it more for, we're gonna add a little bit of splatter. So what I do is I take the lid in my left hand and the marker in my right. I am a right-handed person. We are going to take the marker and we're going to pull down on the lid, which is going to create a splatter look. So imagine you dip your paintbrush into paint, and you take it and you flick it across the room onto the wall. That's what we're going to do. We're just going to add that little bit of speckle in the background. So as you see, as I pull, it is creating that little look. So there, it's so easy. Now over time it will ruin your marker, and that's why I have one that I just use specifically for that. I am pulling in, as you notice, there wasn't really like a birthday greeting in this stamp set, so I am pulling in one of my favorites, which is Simply Said. It is a photo palmer stamp set, and we're going to use the happy birthday one. So I'm just going to put it on our block, and I just want to make sure it's actually nice and straight, because so sometimes if you let your photo palmer just sit for a minute, I cannot get it, so it'll rest, and then that little rubber will expand, and then you can just easily pick up your well, try it the other way. Let it sit there and then you just pick it up and it's easy to go. We're going to do happy birthday. And you know what? We're just going to use a little bit of early espresso. So I have early espresso ink. And we're just going to stamp down here. Happy birthday. Which almost looks black, right? So, alright. Let's clean her off to the side here. So that is the Simply Said stamp set, which is one that I use quite a bit. It's a good greeting one if you're looking for like some greetings. Okay. All right, so I have that. Now we can build up our card. So let's go ahead and adhere this down. Okay, so we're gonna bring this back in. And go like that. All right, I have a piece. So look, as I said to you, this pattern, in certain lights, I think it looks black, but then in certain lights, I think you could see that early espresso. So right now I see a little bit of dark, like I see black is what I see. I think this pattern would be great for the fall and for Halloween. Like you got your stripes and you got that. Like how fun will that be in a leaf? I cannot wait. All right, so we're going to put this down. So I'm just gonna put that across here like this. All right, and I have a piece of old olive cardstock and we're going to go ahead and put that piece down right here. So just like that. So you can see how I'm kind of building those layers from my thing. Like I have the base, so there's the base. I chose to put this layer behind and then I brought the cardstock to the front and then this layer is right here. I chose not to do twine around it, but we are going to put some on. All right. If you know me and follow me, you know that I'm a huge fan of my dies, and this is the Spotlight on Nature, which is one of my favorites. As I said, I didn't really get it like till like early spring. This was in our catalog for a whole year, and I liked it. I really liked when I saw projects, but I was just like, oh, you know what? I have the stylish shape. But then when I heard they were carrying over, I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to use them. So you get 12 dies and they layer nicely, which I really like. So we are using this large one right here is the one we're using. Okay, so Spotlight on Nature. All right, and then I have cut out from the Spotlight on Nature a Very Vanilla, which I have not used Very Vanilla. I can't tell you the last time I used Very Vanilla in a very, very long time. It's just not a color. My go-to is basic white. All right, so we're going to pop this up on our card, and I forgot to order dimensionals. I need to order some. So we're using the little minis. They work just as well. I just might have to put a little bit more on them. Okay. Let's see, I have my little garbage can here. All right, and let's just go put that right there. All right, so we're done with that right now. Oops, I forgot to grab, let me grab a little piece of some blue. All right, so this is the one pattern in the paper. So I love the little camping. So if you're one for camping, this is a fun paper. Let's bring in a block. Let's bring in our memento and scissors. We are going to use the mug. So let's go ahead and stamp that. I would love to know, are you a fan or do you like photo palmer? Are you a cling person? What do you prefer? I like both, but I do like photo palmer that you can stamp and see where you're stamping. It's definitely a huge bonus. All right. Let's just, I'm going to take, I kind of want like a little bit more of those spots because I think, oh, look at that. I dropped in. I actually have a cup like this in our cupboard, but it's yellow, and my daughter loves it because it's like her camping or traveling when she goes. So that's that. Now, while I have this out, we are going to put this aside. I'm going to bring in some basic white. I'm going to find a piece here. And we're going to stamp these pretty flowers. And we're going to do a little bit of coloring. Oops. Oh my gosh, it's sticking. All right, let's just stamp that down. So there's that. All right, let's close this up so I don't drop that on my card because I would probably cry if I did. I know it's paper, but I'd have to go cut everything. All right, so we are done with that. Let's cut this out and then we'll do some cutting. There. I mean, save that piece. Save that piece. All right, this can go in the garbage. All right, so we are going to just trim. There you go, okay. So now what I'm gonna do, and I thought I had some, and I don't even know where they are, and I meant to look, but it's just been a little busy. I'm sure it's in here somewhere. Oh, yes, it is actually. Is this it? No, it's like. What I'm gonna do is I'm just going to kind of like bend this a little bit, and what I'm gonna do is snip it. Just gonna create like a little slice in my cup, and I'll show you why in a minute. So we're just gonna leave it like that just for a minute. So just like that, it's gonna look through an ugly stage before it gets better. Okay, so now we're gonna do a little bit of coloring. And I have Old Olive, and I have light Clips of Coral, dark Daffodil, and I have Cajun Craze. And then these are the natural tone blends, and this one is SU 200. I actually need to invest in some blends. Like my light is gone, so I was like, oh my gosh, I need to do that. All right, so let me just bring in my card so I can see the coloring. And we're gonna do, right now when I go for walks at night, I see lots of cornflowers. I've seen purple, I've seen like a bright, like a calypso color, I've seen like a burgundy color. Oh my gosh, they're so pretty. All right, we're gonna bring in our Cajun Craze. Just like this. Okay, and then I'm gonna do this one down here. Okay, now I'm gonna bring in my light Cajun, and I'm gonna blend those colors. So that when you're looking on the center, it's kind of darker, but the lighter is going towards the outer petals. Okay, so there's that. Now I'm going to use that darker color for the center of my flowers. And then I'm going to do just a little bit of Old Olive on my stems here. Just like that. All right. Now I'm going to take the light Clips of Coral and I'm going to color in these. I feel like they're like just waiting to open up. And then the rest we're going to color just with light Old Olive. And I'm literally just adding a little bit of color. So here, here. All right, so there's that. Now, unfortunately, there are no dies for these stamps, so we do have to cut them out. So we're just going to fussy cut them. So I'm just going to start cutting I'm trying to keep this in the view for you. Oh, and I forgot to color those ones. We'll do that in a minute. I just noticed that. I would love to know, are you a person who loves flower stamps? Do you love flowers? Do you love gardening? I love to garden, but my back does not like gardening. So I tend to put things that come up every year, and yeah, more like plants in my gardens, but I do like to add a little bit of color every once in a while. So I'm just cutting this here around. Okay, so we got that cut out, and before I go attach it, let's just add a little bit of flowers. Just gonna add a little bit of yellow here for these flowers here. Okay, so now what we're gonna do, remember I cut that little slit. What I'm gonna do is just tuck it in, and I'm just going to put a little bit of a dimensional to hold it in place, just because I don't want it to slide out, but I thought it would look cute having the flowers in the mug. I feel like that is something you would find in a farmhouse or with that farmhouse decor. People like to use different types of vases to put flowers in. So I thought that was a really fun way. Okay, so let's go ahead. Excuse me. Got a froggy in my throat. Okay, so let's just bring this back over here. Let's bring our card back in. So we're gonna put that there. Now, I did add a little bit of Winkastella, and then I'm gonna grab my linen thread. And I'm hoping my Winkastella doesn't explode like it did last night. So I'm not even going to, just gonna do a little bit of, just a little bit of glimmer on those little flowers. You can see it. It's kind of hard to see, but you can see it. Okay, so let's bring in our linen thread. And then we're almost done, and then I have some samples to share with you. So, oh, I need my scissors. Just going to sew my linen thread here, bow. Okay, and I'm going to bring in our glue dots. And we're just gonna put that right there just to kind of help cover that up, that little slit mark we made. And I'm going to show you our card. So there you go. There is our card using, oops, and I think, did I keep, no, I have right. Using the Weekend Adventure stamp set and putting a little different spin on it. What do you guys think? Wouldn't that be cute to give to a friend on their birthday, or to mail it and let them know that you're thinking? Making a card and sending a card, it's like giving a hug in the mail. And we all right now could use a little bit of hugs or happy mail. So there's that card for tonight. So let me show you some other samples that I've made with this. When I was sitting down to create, I was looking for some color combinations, and I went to our trusted color coach, which I told you, I've shared this with you before if you follow me. It's a file that demonstrators can print off, and it has all the colors that Stampin' Up! Offers right now that are current, and it gives you different color combinations. So I went through, and I was like, oh, let's find Early Espresso. And I loved that it was Basic Beige and Misty Moonlight and Early Espresso. And those were the three colors that were in our paper pack. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to use those three colors. I can tell you, I really haven't used Basic Beige as a base card, and I absolutely love it. So let me show you what I'm talking about. All right. So last night, this was the card we made last night. My layout was inspired by Helen de Briegen. I think she's a demonstrator from the Netherlands. So there's that pattern, which I said to you would make a great fall card, Halloween. I brought in those Just a Note dies. I love the paper clip. I have 2-inch circle punch and the stylish shapes, and I did a little mug. I thought this would be a nice little card to write like to your bestie, hey, let's meet up at Starbucks for a coffee and a treat. And then you could give like a little Starbucks gift card, like something in there. So that was the card we made there last night. And that video, I didn't get a chance to upload it. It will be on my blog tomorrow. And then I told you I had a whole bunch of scraps. So let's go with this card. This card uses that Basic Beige pattern, cardstock. I brought in a nestled essential labels, and I really wanted like a bold greeting, so I pulled out my Layering Thoughts stamp set. Brought in some black embellishments and my black twine, so there's that one. Then I told you I had, at the beginning of the video, I had all these scraps. I was inspired by a layout that my friend Mary Nabe did, so shout out to Mary. She is Stampin' Peace, and she's my good friend in the US. And she did hers with purples. She used that painted lavender paper, but I thought, you know what, I'm going to try that layout with this pattern. And I absolutely love it. I chose things to do and places to go see, because I thought this could be like a good graduation card, maybe a retirement card. Maybe you're going on a road trip and you want to surprise your friend. You could give them this card. Once again, brought in those patterns, brought in the black embellishments, and stamped things to do and places to see. And then the last one I did, the last one I did was, once again, using scraps. I kind of saw a similar idea online, and it didn't have anyone to give credit to. But I loved how they did, so I used the Basic Beige and the Early Espresso. This little stamp here, the Specs, is actually a stamp in the Weekend Adventure. It's right here. And then I just did various DSP from the pattern in different lengths and widths, and I just like ripped some, teared some, wrapped that twine around, and then I said taking a scenic route. I thought this would be a great like retirement card, a birthday card. So as I said at the beginning, I kind of really thought about masculine cards, because I feel like my customers will always say to me, oh, those are so hard to make. I always need ideas. But then I wanted to put a spin on it and show you how you can also use it for a female. All right, everyone. That is all I have for you tonight. I hope you have enjoyed our project showcasing the Weekend Adventure stamp set. As I said to you, you would get, I'll show you, you would get, what is it? You would get this one, no, this one, this one, this one, and this one. So, not this one. So you would get these 4 cards, kits in the mail if you were to place an order with me. I would send you all the designer series paper. I would send you all the die cuts. I would send you the embellishments, the ribbon, the twine. The only thing I would not be able to do would be the stamping for you. So if you really wanted your cards to be exactly like mine, you would want to make sure you order that Weekend Adventure stamp. Or you could totally use whatever you have in your stash and stock up on some other supplies. All right, everyone, so let's just do a quick recap. We use the Weekend Adventure stamp set. We use the Weekend Adventure Designer Series paper and showcasing that sticker sheet. Now, I chose not to use a sticker sheet on my card just because if I had to do multiples, I would need multiple packs. And I focused more for that for the scrapbooking. I'm going to upload this video to my YouTube channel. This will probably be on my blog on Friday in YouTube. So I will upload the video and I'll link you back to my blog, and I will show you some the supplies and everything like that. All the measurements for the cards and everything will be in a PDF that you will also get sent to you when you place an order. Once I ship out the card kits, I will link you back to the videos that have a video, and then I will send you the PDF for everything. So it'll list all the PDFs, all the measurements, all the supplies you need. And then you could create with me in your craft room. Whenever you like. It could be 2 in the morning, 9 in the morning, whatever you want. It's just, and then you could watch the video. All right, everyone. Thanks so much for joining me tonight. Have a great rest of your week. Enjoy your weekend. And I will be back next Monday. Monday's time will be a little different. And if you're in my newsletter, I will let you know the times that I'll be going live next week. And I will also post it on social media. So if you don't follow me, come follow me. I would love to have you join us in the Stamp with Ann community. All right, everyone. Thanks so much for joining me tonight. Have a wonderful rest of your evening and talk to you real soon. Bye.